It's been 17 months since two boys opened fire in their schoolyard in Jonesboro, Arkansas, shooting 15 people. Now, for the first time on television, the mother of one of the two boys is speaking out about her son and his actions. NBC's Bob Dotson now with an exclusive interview with Gretchen Woodard, the mother of Mitchell Johnson.
Every day, for each of us, we learn to live another day with this.
Murder is not a word Mitchell Johnson's mother speaks easily. Ever since her 13-year-old son gunned down 15 classmates and his teachers last year.
He never seen it through. He never thought it through.
Mitchell and his buddy, 11-year-old Andrew Golden, killed 5 people in this Jonesboro, Arkansas schoolyard. Mitchell's mom, Gretchen Woodard, did not speak of the murders for 16 months.
Maybe it is a wake-up call.
Until neighborhood kids taunted her 3-year-old daughter, Jessie.
And she'd come in the house just breathless and sobbing and saying, "My Mitchell is a murderer." And I looked at her, fell to my knees and held her.
What'd you tell her?
I told her yes. I said that Mitchell, that people died and that they were teachers. And she looked at me with these innocent eyes of a 3-year-old and said, "Were they bad people?" And I said, "No, Jessie, they were good people."
Mitchell was caught almost immediately and whisked off to jail.
He didn't know how many people got killed. He didn't know how many people were hurt. And he did not know for 3 weeks who was killed and who was hurt. And I remember that day like it was yesterday, when he was told. And I remember his head hitting the table and sobbing and the tears rolling from his eyes. And he said, "They were all my friends."
What do you tell the parents of the children who were injured or killed?
It hurts me deeply to know that my son brought this kind of pain to this community and to these families. And that's something all the I'm sorry's in the world can't begin to touch.
Does Mitchell have any idea why he did what he did?
There is no why. He cannot tell you why.
Does it bother you that he doesn't know why?
You know, if there was a why, I would go to the ends of this earth and say, I'd be the first one out there saying, you know, this is why this happened. I don't know if he thought it was a macho thing or thought they were going to be cool, or, but he certainly didn't believe anyone would be hurt, say nothing to kill.
But his mom admits Mitchell and Golden did plan the shootings, even stole a getaway car.
These 2 little boys went to 3 different gas stations trying to get gas in my van because it sat on empty. And they were too little, nobody would turn on the pumps for them, but why didn't somebody call the police?
Before they shot those 15 friends.
He said to my mom so many times, "Grandma ruined my life in 10 minutes' time."
Now Mitchell's home is a cell for at least 7 years. Mitchell's family is allowed to see him twice a month.
Mitch always says, "You know, don't worry about me, I'll be fine. You know, look around me, Mom, look at all these babysitters. They won't let something happen to me."
I know there's a lot of moms and dads wondering how he's doing. How is he progressing, because he will be back out again. And that's frightening to a lot of people.
Yes, and I understand that. You know, like I said, I'm very grateful. This facility, I had heard horror stories about. They're doing the best they can to give him an education.
But what is he doing to become a better man?
He's a child yet, too. I think he works very hard, not just to cover this up, but to get down and look at the possibilities of why this happened.
What do they tell you?
He shows leadership qualities. He helps others. He volunteers after all his work's done to help some of the kids that aren't capable mentally of working on certain programs. And That's the Mitchell I always knew, and that don't surprise me.
Did you see any rage? Did you see it coming on?
No, that's what's so hard, I guess, for me. It's been since March 24th of '98. I've yet to sleep a night through. Oh. And it's not that. There's such an emptiness in my heart. You know, your whole world goes upside down, and yes, there's days, especially after this happened, that you question everything. Getting up and making breakfast, you know, maybe if I'd done this different. But I found out real quick, the guilt and the anger you feel inside will consume you if you let it. And you can't. I look in my other kids' eyes and know I have to go on.
That's why Mitchell's mom says she will say no more about the killings.
I've learned to forgive my son, and I can't stop loving my son.
She does have words for that. For today, Bob Dotson, NBC News, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
At 23 minutes past the hour, we'll be back after this.